The battle between Democratic-led cities and the Republican-led state legislature coming to a head today.
The Senate approved a House bill which would limit the types of regulations city and county leaders can put on businesses. KVUE's Natalie Haddad joins us live from the state capitol with more on the bill and how local leaders are reacting to it. Natalie?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Ashley. What makes House Bill 2127 so controversial is how much power it will seemingly take away from city and county leaders from making decisions that align with their communities. For example, the city of Austin requires that construction workers have mandatory water breaks, but that is not a requirement of the state. So should this go to the governor's desk and become law, something like that, as simple as that, will not be allowed under House Bill 2127. Now, that bill by Representative Dustin Burrows bans cities and counties from passing local ordinances in areas already regulated by state law. This includes mandates related to labor, like we just mentioned, agriculture, natural resources, and even finance. If the governor approves the bill, it would mean the end of mandatory water and rest breaks for construction workers, or even banning the box that asks about criminal history on initial job applications, for example. Supporters of the bill say these local regulations create a patchwork of different rules across the state that can weigh heavy on business owners and ultimately harm the state's economy. Senator Brandon Creighton, who is carrying the bill in the upper chamber, said yesterday this is about reining in city leaders that exceed their authority.
Jurisdiction matters, and that the state constitution matters, and that our businesses matter, because our businesses are panicking, coming into our hearings and calling into our offices saying, we have to lay people off. We cannot keep up with the compliance differences up and down I-35 alone in the different municipalities that have set these different ordinances.
Now, all of the Democrats and one Republican voted against the bill. That Republican is Senator Robert Nichols, who says he voted no simply because he spent 9 years on the Jacksonville, Texas City Council and as mayor. Former Travis County Judge, now Senator Sarah Eckhart, spoke ahead of the final vote, saying local leaders need the ability to pass regulations to keep their communities safe.
When we are silent and the locals step in because we have failed to act, this bill will tie their hands and even punish them for attempting to pick up our slack.
We reached out to some Austin City Council members. We heard back from Jose Chito Vela, who tells KVUE in part, this bill threatens our tenant protections, our worker protections, and our LGBT anti-discrimination ordinance. It is contrary to the rights of home rule cities and the will of the democratically elected people of those cities. Now, the bill was amended in the Senate, and now it will go back to the House so they can hash out what changes were made and they can give it approval before that heads to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. For now, I'll send it back to you, Brian and Ashley.